Mr. McGregor.
How are you this afternoon, Cecil?
Well, middling. Just middling, thank you.
Miss Nielsen's waiting for you in the library.
Oh, thank you.
Come in, Victor.
Ah, Martha, you're looking more beautiful every day. How do you account for it?
Oh, it's very simple. Either you're becoming incorrigibly romantic, or you're losing your eyesight quite rapidly.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with my eyesight.
I understand you have some news for me.
I have?
You found another boy?
Yes, and this time I feel sure he's your sister's son.
What's he like? Some sort of street urchin, I suppose.
Well, why don't you see the boy and then judge for yourself?
Well, if I must, I must.
It's your duty. He's your nephew and the sole remaining member of your family.
Yes, Victor. Where'd you find him?
You ever heard of an outfit called Burke and Walsh's Great American Circus?
Get off. You're not a puppy. How many times do I have to tell you that? You're an elephant. So why don't you start behaving like one?
Well, as elephants go, he is a puppy.
I guess so, Uncle Joey.
Joey, this is Miss Martha Nielsen.
I do.
How do you do?
And this is her attorney, Mr. McGregor.
How do you do?
How are you?
This is Joey, the gentleman I was telling you about. Sit down, Joey. Would you show him the picture, please?
Oh,
Do you recognize her, Joey?
oh, sure, that's Anna Falcon. Sure was a pretty girl.
Yes, she was my father's favorite. He was very bitter when she ran away with that man.
Oh, Jim Falcon? Oh, Jim was the tops. Well, do you know that circus people all over the country went in the morning when Jim and Anna were killed? Why, You were Anna's sister?
Yes.
Well, she never spoke to me of having any sister.
It was mutual. My father never allowed us even to speak her name after she left home. But then Father passed away over a year ago, and here I am.
Well, what took you so long?
Do I have to submit to this cross-examination?
Miss Nielsen learned of her sister's death only recently, and I, or she, felt it was her duty to find her nephew.
Is the boy here?
Corky's right outside.
May I see him now?
Corky.
Corky, this is Miss Nielsen. How would you like to show her around the circus?
Sure.
You'll be our guest while you're here, Miss Nielsen.
Oh, thank you.
Wait till you see Bibble, Miss Nielsen. He's wonderful.
Oh?
That's Corky's aunt, huh? We didn't even think he had any relatives. That's nice, isn't it?
Is it?
Boy seems very happy here. It's going to be quite a wrench when he has to leave.
Well, he's going to keep right on being happy. Corky's my boy. He'll always be my boy.
You mean you have legal adoption papers?
No. No, I don't, but I'm going to get some.
I'm sorry, they wouldn't be any good even if you already had them.
No, that's what you say.
You're forgetting that Corky is Miss Nielsen's sister's son.
He's right, Joey.
Well, whose side are you on, anyway?
You should know the answer to that, Joey.
Gentlemen, I'm afraid you're forgetting something, and that's the welfare of the boy.
I'd never forget that.
Well, then hear me out. Corky's grandfather left a rather large estate. Someday that'll all belong to Corky.
He doesn't need it.
I don't call that looking out for the boy's welfare. You understand me, I believe that you're very fond of the boy, and I'm sure that he must be very fond of you.
Well, I want him to have the best, always.
Exactly, but can't you see he'd be much better off living a normal life, growing up with other boys and girls and joining in their parties and picnics, attending the finest schools? Miss Nielsen could give him something that you never could.
What's that?
Security.
He's right, Joey.
But, Tim, she don't need Corky. She doesn't want him.
You don't understand her any more than she understands you. Martha needs Corky. A lot more than even she realizes.
Well, I want him to have the best. I don't want to stand in his way.
Well, thank you, Corky. It was very enjoyable. And I hope I haven't kept you from your duties.
Oh, no, ma'am. But I do have to do a little arithmetic.
Oh, yeah.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Corky. Well, he's a fine boy. I must say I'm agreeably surprised.
Surprised? Why should you be surprised?
Well, after all the life he's led, and, well, that's over now, thank heaven. I'll take him home with me today. Of course, I'm prepared to pay you for any...
You don't owe me anything. Just being with Corky and watching him grow.
I'm afraid there's some things that can't be paid for, Miss Nielsen.
Have you told him you're his aunt?
Well, no, I thought it might be better if you told him.
I'll tell him. Just give me a little time. I'll tell him. Corky, boy, have I got some news for you.
What's up?
And no more knocking around in an old wagon for you. You're going to have a nice home of your own and servants to wait on you, the works.
That's a pretty funny routine.
Oh, no, I'm not joking. I mean it. Boy, are you lucky.
What are you talking about?
Well, Miss Nielsen, she's going to take you home with her. You're set for life. Isn't that wonderful?
Wonderful. Oh, no, Uncle Joey, I'm not leaving the circus. I'm staying here with you. What's wrong with you, Uncle Joey?
I'm not your uncle. We're not even related, you know that. But Miss Nielsen, well, she is your aunt. She's your own mother's sister.
My mother's sister?
Yes, and your Aunt Martha is a very nice lady, and she has a lovely home, and you gotta go with her today.
You really mean I have to leave the circus? But I don't want to do that. I want to stay here with you always.
Well, that's a pretty selfish attitude, isn't it? I got my own life to lead, you know. What with teaching you your lessons and taking care of you in general, I never get any time for myself.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, if I didn't have you to worry about, I could work out some new stunts for my routine. I could enjoy myself sometime.
Do you want me to go away?
Yes. Yes, I want you to go away. The best thing for both of us.
Uncle Joey.
Go on now. Go on and pack your things. I got something to do.
So I guess I gotta say goodbye, Bimbo. You take care of yourself and take care of Uncle Joey. I've been an awful lot of trouble to him. Bye, Bimbo.
Goodbye, Corky. Now, you be a good boy and mind your Aunt Martha.
Yes, sir. Have you seen me?
Joey told me to tell you that, well, he's working on his new act.
He did? Say goodbye to him for me and tell him all right.
Sure, Corky.
Bye, everyone.
He's gone, Joey.
Corky. Corky, come back. Corky.
Would you like to see your room now?
All right, ma'am.
Why don't you run on up? The second room from the right at the top of the stairs. That's yours. I'll be right along.
It was nice meeting you, sir.
Why, thank you. I hope you'll be very happy here, Corky. well-behaved youngster, Martha.
Yes, isn't he? I can't understand how he acquired such good manners.
Why, from the good people who took care of him, I would assume.
Circus people? Really, Victor?
Well, why not? Were they rude to you?
Well, no. Considering the circumstances, as a matter of fact, they weren't. But still, I know that Corky's missed a great deal, and I'm going to make it up to him as fast as I can.
Well, more power to you.
Excuse me for a minute?
Of course. Martha, the boy, he's very unhappy, you know.
Unhappy? Well, he hasn't said anything.
I don't think he would.
Well, it's natural for him to miss his friends. But he's just a boy. He'll get over it.
Will he? I hope so, Martha.
Well, how do you like it?
Ma'am?
The room, don't you think it's nice?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Aunt Martha.
Yes, Aunt Martha. I like it just fine.
Well, of course, it wasn't decorated as a boy's room, but we can change all that.
That's all right, Aunt Martha.
Well, shall we go down and have some lunch now?
I'm sorry, I'm just not hungry right now.
Well, we're having all sorts of things you'd like.
I'm sorry.
Well, all right, but you'll just have to learn to eat at meal times if you want to eat at all.
Dear Uncle Joey, this is a wonderful place, and I know I'm gonna like it here.
Another letter from Corky. Oh, that makes one a day every day for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know. I answered all of them.
How is he? Come on, what does he say?
Well, it's just like the others. He says he's very happy. Everything's fine. He sends his regards to everyone here in the circus. He wants to know how I'm doing with my new act.
Well, you haven't got a new act, and your old one's getting to be the saddest thing I've ever seen. Joey, you're going to have to snap out of it.
Tim, what time they pick up the mail in this town?
Early evening. Joey, I want to know what you're going to do about it.
Well, I'm going to answer it right away. I'm going to tell him that my new act is a big success, that everything is wonderful. I'm going to tell him that I don't need him anymore.
You sure need something, Joey.
Oh, Corky, do you mind if I tuck you in?
Shucks, no, Aunt Martha, if you really want to.
I'd like to very much. You know, I was just admiring your decorations.
They're keen, aren't they?
Yes.
The great Gambino gave me this whip, and Gaza the sword swallow gave me the sword. And there are pictures of my Uncle Joey and Mr. Champion and Bimbo and Sinbad the racing camel, and Nuba, and here's one of the great Gambino, and there's another one of my Uncle Joey. Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. God bless Uncle Joey and Mr. Champion, and Bimbo and Jess, and the great Gambino, and all my circus friends. And God bless Aunt Martha and Mr. McGregor and Cecil. Amen.
I'll turn out the light.
Good night, Aunt Martha.
Good night, Corky. what's the matter?
Uncle Joey, gotta save Uncle Joey.
Corky, wake up, dear. Wake up. You're asleep. It's only a dream, a bad dream.
Dream. Bad dream.
Yes, now lie down and go to sleep. Nothing can hurt you. I'm right here with you. Nothing at all can hurt you, Corky. I'm here with you.
All right. I love you, Uncle Joey. I love you, Uncle Joey.
Why, you look as if you've been crying. What's the trouble?
Oh, it's that boy. I just don't know what to do about him.
Corky? Has he gotten into some kind of mischief?
Oh, no. Sometimes I wish he would. His teacher was here today. We talked for quite a long while.
Is he having difficulty with his studies?
According to Miss Pendergast, Corky is the brightest member of his class. He's years ahead of the others, both culturally and in general knowledge. And he's the best athlete in the whole school.
Well, I don't see... Oh, is he having fights with the other children?
Only once. He whipped the school bully, and Miss Pendergast said there was some half-serious talk among the teachers about awarding him a medal for doing it.
Well, I don't see where the problem lies.
Victor, Miss Pendergast said that Corky is the most consistently unhappy child she's ever seen in all of her years as a teacher.
No.
And it's true. I can see it myself. Oh, he never complains. He even pretends to be enjoying himself when I'm around. But underneath, he's so sad he's breaking my heart.
Oh, please, Martha, you mustn't. I was hoping that having Corky would soften you, would undo some of the damage caused by the last few years with your father. It looks like my hopes are realized, but, Martha, I want you to...
My father was a fine man. He was an aristocrat in every sense of the word.
Martha, your father was a domestic tyrant. He was a man who put his false pride above the welfare of his own daughter.
I won't have you speak of him that way.
All right. He was your father. Well, what do you intend to do about Corky? Order him to be happy and love you?
I don't appreciate your sarcasm, Victor. Oh, you saw how he looked at that clown? I want him to look at me in that same way. And I think I know how I can do it.
Do you?
Yes. Corky's birthday's next week. And I'm going to shower him with presents. I'm going to give him a bicycle and a train. And just about everything a boy could wish for.
Very handsome bribe.
Victor, I want you to take care of the guest list. Send out the invitations in my name. And mind you, I want all of the best people.
The best people. Very well.
Victor, this will work. I know it will.
Martha, I'm afraid you have a lot to learn.
Happy birthday, Corky.
Happy birthday, Corky.
Happy birthday, son.
How do you like all your presents, Corky?
They're just fun, Aunt Martha. Thank you very much.
Oh, Corky, that must be our guest. Go let him in, will you? The man back at the circus said it, Martha. There are some things you just can't buy.
Corky, happy birthday! Happy birthday!
You invited those people?
No, you did. You wanted only the best people, remember?
Happy birthday!
Did you fix this for me, Aunt Martha?
Yes.
Well, it's been a wonderful party, Miss Nielsen. Thank you very much.
Yes, Aunt Martha. Just wonderful.
Oh, bless you, Corky.
Uncle Uncle Joy, you sure Bimbo hasn't forgotten me?
Oh, of course not. Well, you know that old saying, an elephant never forgets.
Now, Joey's just quoted an old saying. There's another one that I'm sorry to say is quite appropriate right now. All good things must come to an end.
No, not so soon.
I'm sorry, Corky. We've got a long way to go.
Well, wait, everybody. Before you go, there's another surprise I've been planning. A surprise for all of you. Cecil?
Wowie, Corky, look!
I gotta go home!
Oh, man.
I'd like to add another old saying to the collection, if I may. The one that goes, home is where the heart is. And Corky, your heart is with the circus. And I'm sure that's where it'll always be. Promise me you'll never forget me. And promise you'll write to me and come and stay with me whenever you can.
Yes, yes, Aunt Martha. I promise.
Oh. You run along now, and you also promise to mind your Uncle Joey.
Come on, boy, let's get going.
Uncle Joy, are you sure you need me?
Do I need you? Come on. Oh, what a party. Here we go, here we go. Keep going.
Goodbye, Aunt Martha. Thank you so much.
Wait a minute. Thank you.
I'll miss him.
Well, did you finally see the expression you wanted to see?
Yes, Victor. You were right. Some things just can't be bought. You have to earn them. Well, here I am. Alone again.
No, you aren't, Martha. Not anymore. Not ever.